Hello, hello guys, and welcome back. In this video, we're going to talk about what is it? Java while loop. So, as you know, guys, loops from the word loop, it's an English word. So definitely you have a clue what a loop is. So a loop is just something continuous, but then it gets you back from where you started. So that's a loop. So in Java, we have something we call Java loops. So these loops are actually executed. It can execute a block of code as long as a specified condition is reached. So guys, and then one thing you need to know, loops are handy. I mean, they're mostly used because they save time. They they what else? They also reduce error, and also it makes codes more readable. So this is all about the loops. But then we have a little bit, I think, three types of loops. We have the Java while loops, and also we have okay, the Java while loops, and also what else? A do while loop, and also we have for loop, and I think we have a number of it. But we're going to start with the Java while loop, and then we will continue as we continue in the topic. So guys, I want to create a class, and I'm going to call it Java while loop. And when we call it Java Java while loop, that's it. So, and then finish. So guys, I have created the class, and the next thing I'm going to do is to write the syntax, and so that you can get familiarized with it. So this is the syntax. This is the syntax. 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 This is how the syntax. In fact, I'm too smart I'm too smart on the spelling because I'm good in that. That is it. So this is the syntax. Actually, what we normally do with the while loop, we just write the keyword while, and then we give the condition, and then we put the curly braces, and then inside these curly braces, what we normally do inside here is where your code goes. So this is the code that is mostly get executed. Code get executed, executed. Right, so this is how simple it is. So before we do the really practical, what you have to understand, the while loop, it actually loops through the block of code, this block of code here, as long as the specified condition here, the specified condition is true. So that is it. So I want to do one example, and then we will see how it works. So let's do this. I want to let me just uh, comment this out, and then I'm going to face a problem somewhere. Not a weak one, definitely. There is the problem. So I'm going to declare an int type variable, and then I'm going to say j is equal to, we so use the x. Let's say x is equal to 1. You guys, do you remember when I told you that in any object-oriented programming language, it actually starts to count from 0 and then 1. So the first position is 0. So I have to declare this, and then I want to use this keyword here, while. I'm going to say while, and then give that condition here. So you remember I just said about, I just talked about the condition. So while this condition is true, then what do I need to do? So I'm telling the system that if this condition is true, then continue doing this. We talked about loops, so it's something that is continuing. and then it goes back. So I'm going to give a condition here. I'm going to say, I've declared x is equal to 0. Then I say that x is less than let's say 10. It's a good number. Let me just put a very simple number here. So, and then I just put the curly braces here, so that error can disappear. Then I will say, when x is less than 4, what will I say? I just say system dot out it int 1. Then I will put that column here, full command, then I just construct next. So I'm going to take this x plus. So guys, don't worry about this, because I'm going to show you what's the meaning of this. Simply, this plus is called, it's to increase the variable used in the condition, otherwise the loop will never end. So that is it. So you must increase the variable, this variable here. Once it checks, then you have to increase by 1 to make sure that the loops continue. For example, if I don't do this, it's going to print, I think, 1 or 0, then it ends there. But I have to increase the variable, this one used. I have to increase the variable so that the condition can continue. Otherwise, the loop will stop. The loop will never end. So I'm going to do a very simple thing here. So this is the increment, right? So what I'm trying to say is that while when your x is less than 4, the system has to print this x here. So I'm going to print this x. So what I'm saying in the layman language is that when this x, this value is less than 4, please, the system, can you print this out? Can you print? So it will come here. The first thing it will do, it will print x as let's run and then see what first we have on the console, so that I can show you. So guys, you can see here. Let me expand this. So we have 1, 2, 3. That is it. We don't have 4. So guys, what actually did is that it printed first the 0. So x was 0, right? So it had to print. And then it said while x is less than, so it printed this 0, and then checked if 0 is less than 4. Then it really checked. So it printed 0. And then it went back and they incremented. So this is to show that it increment. So also it checked when it printed 1, well, now it print here, x changed to, here x changed to 1. So it comes here and check if x is less than 4, then yes, it is. So it prints 1. Then it continues. Then here now it changed to 2. So it will say 2 here. So x is less than, 2 x is less than 4, which is 2. Then it prints that 2 here. So that's how it continues. Then when it comes to when x is 4, so x is equal to 4. So it comes here and it checks, is x less than 4? No, they are in fact equal, so it's not going to include that. So it's not inclusive. That is it all about this how can I call it? Okay, this is all about this loop while, and we're done with this. So I want to show you next example, that is do while loop. So guys, let's do while loop. So the do while loop is a variable, it's a variant of the while loop, and what you have to know is that this loop is actually execute. This loop will execute the code block once. So it's going to execute the code block once before checking if the condition is true. So no matter what you say, guys, it's going to print once. It's going to execute once. it doesn't depend on anything. It's going to print that, it's going to execute that for once. Then it will repeat the loop as long as the condition is true. For example, guys, let me just come down here. Let me come down here. I want to do this and then come down here. So the syntax is actually simple. It's actually I'm not going to show you the syntax. Let me do okay, in simple, when you have the syntax, you have to have, instead of where, now you have to use the do. So the do is going to check the code block to be executed, and then finally it's going to do the while condition. So example, the loop will always be executed at least once. I've already said that, even if the condition is false, because the code block is executed before the condition is tested. Let me do this thing so that you can understand that. So I want to declare another int here. Now I'm going to give it also let me give another x is equal to, I usually could have used the other one because it's almost the same. So I'm going to assign it, and then I come down and I say do, and then I characters, and then I inside here I'm going to say do, then I repeat this one here, and then copy, and then just as this. So guys, here what I'm doing is that I'm telling the system, I've assigned here something, right? So do the system, I want to print x, right? So you remember to concatenate so that it continues printing, otherwise it won't. So you must add one, and then you must concatenate with one. That's you add the one after it prints, then it adds one, prints, then it adds one. So that's it. So I'm going to change this to x. So guys, what I'm doing here, I'm telling the system, do this, now do this thing, and then it continues doing it. But while let me say this condition here, while this is less than or greater than a certain number, let me finish this thing first. And then down here, I'm going to say while. So do printing, continue printing, guys. That's what the system is saying. Continue printing while now here I passed the condition. So what I'm doing here is that I'm telling the system, guys, please continue printing, while this is the condition is true. So I'm going to put this condition here. I'm going to say 6, right? It's a wrong number. Let me say 2. So guys, I've already explained. I'm telling the system, please continue do this. Now we increment by 1 so that we can continue adding 1 to the previous number. So that is if for example I say 2 here, it's going to add 2, but I will do that later. So I'm telling the system, continue writing, continue printing, while this condition is true. But if it comes false, then the system, there is a break. So guys, let's run this and see what we have. Oh, let me do this. Let's see, blah blah blah. What is this? Okay, I have to test this by mistake. So I have to run it again. If when compiling error, it seems to be clear. So it will successfully. I'm going to run the project. Then as you can see, I have 0, 1, 2, 3. So actually, even if I do a very simple thing here, let me try to remove this and see if it's can I remove this. Yeah, it's not. So if I print this, it's going to print blanks. There is a okay, I'm trying something that I think I can show you in the later chapter. Let me try this. whenever. Yeah, keeps telling me that. This is that. Okay, guys. In short, when you use the do, you must use the while loop. You're trying to do something, but it seems not working. So, guys, do not. I've always been saying this. Do not forget to increase the variable using the condition. Otherwise, the loop will never end. You know. So I have you need to increment. Otherwise, the system will crash. You see, if I try not to include these guys, remember it's going to continue running. It's going to continue running until my computer hangs. So that is it, guys. As you have seen, guys, let me come back here. There's you. Let me come back, guys. Come back. Right. So, guys, this I've already explained this, and I think you clear about that. I'm only going to give you an example because I'm not going to give you I'm not going to give you an exercise because the previous one you guys have not answered. I feel so bad. I feel so crying. Guys, I need that question. I need that question. I need that question. So that you can continue, guys. So that's about the do while loop. And for example, let me say, if I check this, you know the result, right? You know the result. So that is it about just the Java while loop. And the while loop is mostly used with the do while, do while. And we have also talked about that while loop. What else? What have I not told you guys? Remember what I said in the do while loop? Uh, it was a variant. It was a variant of a while loop, and I say that this loop will execute the code block once, But I already say that, and also before checking if the condition is true, then it will repeat the loop as long as the condition is true. So that was it. And guys, thank you so much. In the next video, I'm going to talk about the Java for loop, and I think guys, you will enjoy that. Thank you and goodbye, guys.